Welcome to the Mediabox. President Theodoros Rousopoulos here to take stock of this week's session here in Strasbourg. What stood out for you? There were two big resolutions, for example, related to Russia.
Yes, we have two big resolutions related to Russia. It is foreign interference, a threat to democratic security in Europe, and Russian aggression against Ukraine, the need to ensure accountability and avoid impunity. We will always, as I have said many times before, stay by the side of Ukraine, which is not only by the side of Ukraine. As I mentioned to my initial remarks on Monday, it is staying by democracy, because it is there that democracy is being exercised according to what will happen after this Russian aggression and if peace comes. But as I have said many times, again, not peace by all means, peace and just together. Then we can be proud that we are working not in vain here in the Assembly. A lot of other issues. Of course, one of those that has been discussed repeatedly is Gaza, humanitarian aid to Gaza. This week we had the unfortunate event of arresting the mayor of Istanbul, and we discussed a lot about Türkiye and this arrest. Georgia was one of the other issues. You know that the Georgian delegation has decided to resign after our January session. And there is something that worries me a lot. It is some statements Mr. Aliyev did the other day, just 2 days ago, the leader for, I don't remember for how long, of Azerbaijan, 25 years, the president of Azerbaijan, who has said that he doesn't care about the Council of Europe, if they are members or not, and he has decided not to follow the decisions of the European Court of Human Rights. I have said many times in the past that the Assembly has taken a decision, January 20 and 24, and I believe that the CM now is, or maybe next May, the meeting of the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Luxembourg, they have to decide what they're going to do, because when you have one after the other member states to opt out, either from the Assembly or from the Human Rights Court, this is a bad start, and so for sure it is a bad example.
Also, plenty of discussion this week about this organization's place in the world and how it does business.
There was the strengthening relations between the Council of Europe and Latin America. The connections that we have to build between the European Union and the Council of Europe. There are a lot of issues to be discussed, as always, about the procedures that has to do with the justicial systems, how many members and what kind of disobeyment we have, because there's a lot of disobeyment. We have to be clear and to speak the truth among us. I mean, this is why we exist. If I may finish with a phrase was given to me by the former president of Latvia. Latvia celebrated the 30th anniversary of its accession to the Council of Europe. He came to my office. He was the former president of Latvia, and he was a former judge for 9 years in the Human Rights Court. That you are the only organization globally that you are interested about democracy, and you have a precondition, democracy, to be for a member, for a state to be a member of yours. So this is the most important, in my opinion. And what is democracy about? This is something that I have said to the Grand Duke of Luxembourg, whom I had the honor to receive here, as I had the honor to receive the Prime Minister of Andorra this week. In one word, democracy is about dignity. You give people dignity, and this is what we're working for. Even if we meet 4 times a year, you know that committees are being in close meetings more often than 4 times a year. This is what we're working about, and we are not disappointed. We are working and working and working. We are fighting and fighting and fighting. Not the way that Mr. Trump put it some months ago, but we are still fighting, and we believe in Europe. We believe in the values that are still attracting to many other people globally.
Theodoros Rousopoulos, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Chris.